Okay guys, I'm going to show you a very simple exercise to help you to attune to your inner vortex. So how you're spinning, how your body is a resonance of pure truth. So you know that many times on the outside things appear to be, and a lot of times we through our mind plug into those realities. They're basically just partial realities, but they're not our heart resonant truth, which is where everything we built from really has that magnetic essence from our own truth. So a lot of times, you know, people work with tools such as pendulums or oracle cards. But in true essence, you know, when we really connect to our own truth, we can do that so easily by tuning to our inner vortex. So those of you who have been doing my mastery courses, you already know how you do the inner alignment through your own, you know, the spinning vortex of your own resonant field. Probably those of you who haven't been doing, but you know this as well, or you do this in your own work of ascension through your embodiment, because it is all about physical embodiment. So the thing is that as we really want to make choices from the truth that is core to our nature, not just a partial truth that we may feel in the moment. You know, you probably had a lot of those moments when you felt something and then the next minute you felt something else. These are your partial truths in the moment. But when you really connect to the core of the frequency that comes from your entire embodiment, and we all know that the soul can be embodied. So it's, you become ensouled, and then your soul leads you through this inner resonance, and your body shows you all the guidance. So recently, after one of my runs, I was just sitting in this position, you know, when you meditate and you just start to spin, you know, your own field begins to spin your body. So it's like you can feel how your vortex moves. Sometimes it's in counterclockwise position, a lot of times it's in clockwise, and this just basically aligns you with the different, you know, the field of energies. So when you're plugging into divine masculine essence and then divine feminine, and then you harmonize both. But to use your body, to use your inner vortex as a pendulum, so the pendulum of truth, which is you, it's very easy. So what you do is, when you already know how to be in that space, it means that you're not moving your body. The movement of your body comes as a subsequence of you staying in your field. So without you trying to control that, also sometimes we do that with the oracles, if we overly use them, or with the pendulum, we start to influence things through the mind, because our minds can be powerful tools, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're aligned with the truth, with the absolute, with the core of divine love of our nature. So when you really want to plug into the things that are of true nature, of the signature of truth, that ultimate truth for you, then you'll have to really know that it has to be non-influenced, has to be pure, it has to be non-manipulated. So it's an energy that is a part of your, it's your higher self moving through you. And, you know, as much as we use the nodding as a yes, or, you know, saying a no, the same way we use our entire vortex, you know, our body, for showing us this truth that is our truth. So what we do is, when we find that space, this means we don't do that just, okay, I'm going to sit now, I'm going to start asking questions. And these questions cannot be questions as in prophecies or what's supposed to happen. It's just questions of statements of your truth. For example, is this right for me? Is this what I'm doing? Is it aligned with my heart? Or is this person, you know, my beloved, in how I feel them? Or things like that are statements that you feel, you know, things like that. And they have to be statements, not, you know, things revealing answers to you, you know, you wanting to know things in terms of getting confirmation through answers, because these things can vary. And because you already have a thought pattern that's pro against a certain specific answer, you're already starting to influence that. So that, again, what I'm showing you here is not to get answers or guidance in that way, but to really align with the core of your essence and how it speaks through you, through your embodiment. So when you naturally start to spin, you know, when you feel that energy, usually it's like the energy starts moving on its own. For me, it's, I don't even do anything, it just starts to spin. But now I'm gonna indicate it a bit. So let's say you're spinning like this. Then you come into your vortex, you take a deep breath, you ask to receive guidance through the absolute, through the truth of unity consciousness and the Holy Spirit. And you ask your higher self to step forth. You feel that you sit in your own vortex. You are your own vortex. You are within the toroidal field of your beingness. And then you just take a few breaths and just align yourself in that space of stillness, no thoughts, no nothing. And then feel the first arising question comes to you. But before that happens, you have to indicate your body. You say, okay, this forward moving is a yes. This is a yes. This is my truth. That's my absolute. And the same way you do like this, you do this is a no. This is a negative for me. This is the non-resonance of my being. And then you indicate your body. And when you start to neutrally spin like this or the other direction, or maybe do a little like this or like that, then it's a neutral answer. It doesn't mean it's negative or positive. It's just, maybe it's not necessary for you at this moment. Maybe the question was a bit influenced, although you didn't want to, maybe it was. Or it's something that there needs to be more clarity about, or it's something that is your soul expansion. So just let it be. Be well with that. Be satisfied with that. And maybe, focus on something else. Because sometimes what we do when we really want something, we overly ask questions, and then what that does is it blocks the energy of receiving. And I've shared this before with all of you, so we really need to find that space of tranquil presence. And when this is so, our absolute will be known, but it won't be something, wow, it's a surprise. It will be something we already know, we feel. But a lot of times we don't trust the feeling. That's only a feeling, which is pure knowing, so we need further indications, and our body can be that sacred tool for that. And we don't need pendulums, we don't need any other tools. When we work with our own column of white light, the unified consciousness and our higher self in Ascension, then we are the tool, we are everything. So let's say I would ask a question, is where I am now, my secret space, is here where I'm supposed to be? And then I would feel sometimes it will be more strong, you'll be like, ooh, swaying really strongly. It will be very dominant. You'll feel, ooh, it's a positive, really firm yes, and I feel that in my heart. Sometimes the negative also can be very, very firm. You'll begin to do like this, and you won't even move the body. You'll feel it. You'll feel like a force. You'll begin to feel like, like the pendulum swinging. Then come as you feel that it's complete, that you feel the resonance of this statement of your truth, come back. And you're really practicing to be in your authenticity this way. So then just come back with the sacred breath. During everything that you do with each session, whether it's oracle readings, shuffleboards, whatever you practice, yoga even, whatever it is, meditation, at the end you always say prayer for gratitude. Thank you. And gratitude for all life and creation, for all it is. It's a very simple exercise. I show many more practical approaches and exercises in my mastery courses. I had beautiful results from people. So if you're guided, that's available, and working on my next things until this point. And I'll see you soon. Bye.